we studied with thyroid diseases. Basically the idea is to understand, some remedies have more affinity towards the thyroid. Which are those remedies and how do we work on them? This is something I learned from a few of my teachers, including Dr. Sattar, Dr. L.M. Khan, Dr. Vaishnav. They used to do this. They used to take a disease and try to understand different remedies, compare them. It's also what Farrington did very well. We'll write down a few of them. See, दवा का नाम और कुछ symptoms you write down. So then, for that, that's it. So one of the first remedies I want to talk to you about, which is lesser known in thyroid, is the remedy FUCUS VEsiculosis. It's a rare remedy, FUCUS VEsiculosis. It's actually a sea remedy, algae it is actually. इसका क्या है ना symptom? It's very important. It is specially for goiters. And when there are few keynotes, especially what Boric gives is obesity with non-toxic goiter, with exophthalmos, मतलब आँख बाहर आ जाता है. So in cases where this kind of pathology is there, आँख बाहर आ रहा है, extreme obesity, there are only two concomitants. So हर एक रेमेडी में कॉमन सिम्टम होते हैं और कैरेक्टरिस्टिक होते हैं. ये कॉमन सिम्टम है, आँख बाहर आना, ओबेसिटी होना, थायराइड होना. दिस आर कॉमन सिम्टम फॉर फ्यूकस. व्हाट इज कैरेक्टरिस्टिक? अगर इसके साथ यू विल फाइंड a lot of flatulence, when you see obstinate constipation, then those are the keynotes of FUCUS. Very very important. क्लार्क ने बहुत सारी बार ऐसा लिखा है कि फ्यूकस के अंदर है ना आयोडीन होता है, बिकॉज इट्स algae, तो algae तो वो पानी सक करता है. दैट इज वाई इट कुड बी वन ऑफ द मेजर रेमेडीज. The other remedy, very important, is the remedy spongia. Again, interestingly, it is also a remedy related to the sea, spongia tosta. It also contains small percentage of iodine, which is very important. Now, the important part, if the patient has goiter, is that it has to be hard, very hard, for spongia to be given. Few other symptom is that the thyroid symptoms generally will be better by lying down, and they are often associated with heart complaints, spongia. But more important is the mind symptoms. Very very anxious. यानी they will get up at night with anxiety, fear, with suffocation. ऐसा एक symptom है. Timidity, fear and terror, all in one line. That is spongia. मेरे पास एक इंटरेस्टिंग केस था स्पॉन्जिया का. आई हैव सेड इन वन ऑफ द वेबिनार्स. शी यूज्ड टू गेट कॉफ एंड कोल्ड, फ्रीक्वेंट कॉफ एंड कोल्ड. तो आई आस्क्ड हर व्हाट डू यू फील. बोलते मेरे को है ना, आई एम जस्ट बोर्ड ऑफ वर्क. काम करने का मन ही नहीं है, नफरत हो गया मुझे काम से, काम ही नहीं करना है मुझे. आई डोंट वांट टू डू वर्क. सो व्हाट यू वांट टू डू? तो यार छोड़, मैं तो जाके आई वॉन्ट टू लिसन टू म्यूजिक, आई वॉन्ट टू सिंग सॉन्ग. मैं गाना गाती हूँ तो मैं भूल जाता हूँ. देयर इज अ रूब्रिक इन कैन सिंगिंग ऑल्टरनेटिंग विद हेट्रेड ऑफ वर्क. ओनली वन रेमेडी, स्पॉन्जिया. दिस इज द स्टेट ऑफ स्पॉन्जिया. द अदर फेमस concomitant you will see in spongia will be what? Dry cough. बट दो चीज़ याद रखना है स्पॉन्जिया में. एक है, स्पॉन्जिया इज ऑलवेज बेटर बाय ईटिंग. खाने के बाद दे फील बेटर. एंड द अदर सिम्टम इज दे फील बेटर बाय वार्म. ये दो याद रखना है. इनफैक्ट एक वैष्णव सर ने केस बताया था मुझे, केस ऑफ एस्थमा, वेयर एस्थमा यूज्ड टू गेट बेटर बाय ईटिंग. ओनली रेमेडी स्पॉन्जिया. दैट इज स्पॉन्जिया. Now we come to the other major remedy for thyroid, which we by now know about IODUM. This is supposed to be all the major remedies for thyroid. Thyroid keynotes, I think we know. Emaciation, glandular affection, fasting aggravates, hot patient. Vitulkas calls IODUM as the hot arsenic. Yani very restless, very hurried, fast, anxious, very, very anxious, but hot, like us. A few symptoms I always see in IODUM. This IODUM, na, one of the main things that differentiate arsenic and IODUM is IODUM has a symptom company aversion to avoid the sight of people. यानी उसको वो इंसान का चेहरा भी नहीं देखना. And other symptom is that company aversion to not even of a friend. मतलब उसको बिल्कुल लोग नहीं चाहिए साथ में. And the other symptom is strong impulses. कुछ भी करने का उसको impulse आता है पीछे. और वो करने का उसको लगता है ये मैंने क्यों किया? Why did I do it? This is very important. और आर्सेनिक और आयोडम में क्या डिफरेंस है ना. आर्सेनिक को हमेशा फ्यूचर के बारे में एंग्जाइटी, क्या होगा क्या होगा. आयोडम इज द ओनली रेमेडी विच हैज एंग्जाइटी अबाउट प्रेजेंट. ऐसा एक सिम्टम है डायरेक्ट. दिस इज अ फ्यू थिंग्स दैट आई चेक अबाउट आयोडम.
तो स्टीम इंजन के साथ भी करते हैं ना कंपेयर आयोडम को. ये खाता है
एग्जॉशन. एग्जॉशन इज वन ऑफ द थिंग्स. Yeah, you can compare it, but more important is clinical. Clinically आप क्या देखोगे patient? IODUM patient में आप clinically कैसे पकड़ोगे patient? तो keynotes are there, but the other symptom is they are very very restless, very very hurried. They are more anxious, not about future but present. Now the other remedy which I have seen only my teacher using, Sarkar using for thyroid, and I have seen the best results, is a remedy you will never think of. Is a remedy belladonna. Belladonna का अगर आप बोरी खोलोगे तो लास्ट लाइन लिखा है belladonna for extreme of thyroid toxemia. ऐसे लिखा है. So this is the main thing about belladonna. It's given for hyperthyroidism, and very very beautifully it's useful, especially exophthalmic also. उसके दो तीन की नोट्स हैं बेलोडोना के. एक है very important thing, smiling when talking. Patient comes he starts smiling. Another thing is craving for lemon. ये की नोट है जो थायराइड में देखा गया. This is a key note that you can crave for lemon. This makes belladonna very important. Okay, other important remedy is calcarea iode. Calcarea iode. This is a very important remedy. I've used this very often. I had a case of thyroid. And जो मैंने calcarea iode के patient देखे हैं, जब मैंने पूछा thyroid आपको कब से है, उन्होंने बोला है कि I had thyroid between the age of 16, 18 or 20. That is a keynote. What is the keynote? Thyroid during puberty. That is the main thing. And the rest will be all symptoms of iodine and calcarea. Fat, fair, flabby, perspiration. Calcarea iode में और एक important symptom है tonsillitis. ये बहुत important symptom है. Tonsils. And generally they are very cheerful people. Calcarea iode. Other remedy which is very important for thyroid but less used is the remedy natrum ars. बहुत बढ़िया और important remedy है ये natrum ars. Not very frequently used. But the keynote of it is thyroid के साथ साथ along with thyroid the other symptom is frequent nasal discharge, nose discharge, coryza, but dry. And other symptom is they feel very very sleepy, drowsy, weak. Even for psoriasis, it's supposed to be a great remedy. Natrum ars. Knee cracking भी उसमें बहुत देखते हैं. Natrum ars थोड़ा calcarea जैसा है actually. joint pain, obesity. Okay, the other remedy that you need to remember is the remedy jaborandi, pilocarpus. तो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर थायराइड. तो ये पेशेंट कैसे आपको पता चलेगा जाबोरंडी के पेशेंट्स में? वन इज एक्सट्रीम अमाउंट ऑफ स्वेट. आप उसका हाथ पकड़ोगे तो पसीने से तरबतर. एंड द अदर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सिम्टम इज उसका जो पल्सेशन होगा, हर जगह पल्सेशन बहुत ज़्यादा होगा, पल्स बहुत फास्ट होगा, हार्ट एक्शन बहुत फास्ट होगा और बहुत हरीड होगा इंसान. दैट इज जाबोरंडी. Obviously, the sarcode thyroidinum is यानी thyroidinum 1M in cases of thyroid problems generally works. And the main symptom for that, few symptoms which I have seen, one is they are very very cheap. The other is they are craving for sweets. ऐसा एक symptom है, craving for sweets when weakness. Single remedy, thyroidinum, Patak report. I have prescribed on this. The other very important thing is they may have a history of skin eruption, especially psoriasis or some allergic disease.
सपोज एलर्जिक डिसीज सर मतलब कौन सा भी ले सकते हैं ना?
बट ये पूरा पैटर्न होना चाहिए.
उसके साथ में अगर एलर्जिक डिसऑर्डर अगर स्नीजिंग वगैरह ऐसा
नहीं, लेकिन सब मैच होना चाहिए, ऐसे एक के ऊपर नहीं.
एक के ऊपर बट उसके साथ में.
And the other symptom about thyroidinum is, especially in ladies of thyroidinum, is they get frightful dreams during the menses. डरावने सपने during the menses. Key note. That actually. Mentally ना, they एक ऐसा symptom है. Thyroidinum का this case I had and I have shown maybe in the webinar. Whenever you would ask them question, they will laugh in a very different way. So there is a symptom, laughing peculiar way to herself. Patak, only remedy. They have a different way of laughing. Very quarrelsome like thyroid, like Kalika. Kali iod यानी thyroidinum is very similar to Kalika. Very very similar. So all the compounds of iodine, like ferrum iode, like Kali iode, Merc IF, ये सब, these all remedies are good for thyroid. The other remedy I want to tell you about is the remedy Lycopus virginaca. You know about this remedy? बगल बीट, इसको क्या बोलते हैं? बगल बीट. ये बहुत पुराना एक रेमेडी है. ऑन दिस रेमेडी वॉज यूज्ड बाय डॉक्टर केंट. उसका डॉक्टर केंट का एक बुक आता है, देयर इज अ बुक क्लिनिकल केसेस ऑफ केंट. लाइब्रेरी में पढ़ेंगे आप. द मेन थिंग अबाउट दिस रेमेडी is the thyroid is often affected with the heart. So there is some history of heart complaints or palpitations or high pulse and history of bleeding in Lycopus virginaca. Interestingly, it comes into which family? Leviata, excitement family. Also frontal headache and bleeding. Bleeding is very important in Lycopus virginaca.
Thyroid, heart complaints, even
Ephedra vulgaris. How will you differentiate Ephedra vulgaris?
bleeding.
नहीं रे बाबा. See, Ephedra vulgaris का मेन क्या है ना, उसको क्या बोलते हैं? टी मास्टर्स टी. यानी क्या? उसका मेन सिम्टम इज that Ephedra, the only symptom to prescribe Ephedra is that eyes are more out. Eyes feel pushed out. तो अगर थायराइड के केस में सिर्फ आंख बाहर है और कुछ भी नहीं है, then the only remedy is Ephedra vulgaris. बोरिक. ये उसका की नोट है. इसके ऊपर Ephedra दिया जाता है. Okay, other remedy I use very very often, and I have cases of this remedy where goiter has totally been cured, is lapis alba, basically calcareous silica fluoride. So if you see in a case symptoms of calcarea, obesity, symptoms of silica, symptoms of fluorine, तीनों मिले आपको तो lapis alba. उसके 2-3 की नोट्स है. One is The goiter is very soft. It's very important. Not hard like calcarea fluorocystis. Second is extreme appetite, like IODUM. Extreme appetite. History of lipoma. And history of infections or otitis media. The only contraindication is मलेरिया में काम नहीं करता. अगर हिस्ट्री ऑफ मलेरिया है तो लैपिस अल्बा इज कॉन्ट्राइंडिकेटेड. The other remedy you should know about is the remedy amyl nitrosamine. I have many cases of this, about 3 or 4. इसका this is majorly given more in the acute stage of thyroid crisis, जहाँ पे बहुत ज़्यादा पसीना आने लगता है, palpitation होने लगता है, पसीना, हवा चाहिए. So you see lot of flushing, you see lot of perspiration, you want open air on themselves and frequent yawning, जो आपको अभी हो रही है. That is amyl nitrosamine. Sarkar sir used to prescribe one remedy, tuberculinum cox, which used to act very well in thyroid complaints. Tuberculinum cox, ये I've seen. It's fairly good remedy. Good.